Is it possible for me to like
You can hold him.
him?
Yep. So you'll want to ladder as he walks.
Gotcha.
How are animals real? Bum, bum, bum. How are animals real?
This is Cosmo. He is a gecko, and he is such a handsome little guy. So, Jessica, tell us about him, how you came to meet Cosmo, what he's like.
So Cosmo is the only animal in this house that predates the rescue. This year he is going to be 9.
Oh my goodness.
Which means that I've had him for 8 years.
Wow.
I've had leopard geckos for 20 years, since I was in high school. It was the one pet that my parents let me get considering I was about to go to college. At one point, my dad flew cross country with my 2 geckos to bring them to me in Vermont.
Oh my God.
So I'm biased towards leopard geckos. I can always try and make space for one. I'm very dedicated to their care. And I had a colleague many jobs ago who bought Cosmo. They realized after a year that maybe this wasn't the right fit for their family. They were worried they weren't taking good care of him, which is not true. They were excellent pet parents. But I had said, yes, if you end up getting this pet for your child, I would be happy to take him in 10 years when your kid goes to college. Spoiler alert, the kid's already in college. The gecko's been with me for 8 years. These guys are native to desert lands of Afghanistan and Kazakhstan. He's an insectivore, so he eats bugs.
What bugs does he love in particular?
He will eat anything. He is the reptile equivalent of an insectivorous garbage disposal. He eats crickets and dubia roaches. They live in burrows, so they're terrestrial. You think of the geckos with the sticky feet, like the Gecko gecko.
Yeah.
They're arboreal. They hang out in trees. He does not. He does not have sticky feet. He actually has nails at the end of his feet. And one of the ways that I know that I've been giving him the right habitat is he still has a lot of his nails. A lot of geckos in the wild and in captivity lose their toenails or bits and pieces of their feet because they shed their skin and the shed doesn't go well. For reptiles, being cold-blooded, we have to make sure that they have the right heat, the right humidity, or no humidity. I mean, these guys are sort of desert animals, but I still give him a humid place to hide so that he can work on his shed. Cosmo is bumpy.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, so you can touch him right here.
Right here.
And
okay.
One of the things that is unique about leopard geckos is they will drop their tail if they're threatened as a defense mechanism, and then the tail wiggles
to like distract a predator away from.
But that is a profound physical trauma. That would be like if you dropped a foot one day. So you can see by the bumps that Cosmo's never dropped his tail. The new tails don't have bumps. They're smooth and they tend to look funny. They have like bulbous ends or they just look weird. So
he's had this tail his whole life.
Correct. And that's how we want to keep it.
Yeah.
We can also see that he's healthy because they store their fat in their tail. So a gecko that may come to me with a very skinny tail, that means it's underweight, it's malnourished. Or with a smooth tail, that means that it's been through some crazy times.
Yeah.
We don't believe in crazy times here. We believe in comfy times.
Comfy, peaceful times.
That's right.
Is it possible for me to like
You can hold him. Yep. Here. Hi. So you'll want to ladder as he walks.
Gotcha.
So you'll see that he does the tongue flicking like snakes do. And the reason snakes and other lizards do that is because they can scent the air with an appendage with an organ called a Jacobson's organ. So that's something that Cosmo and snakes have in common.
And that's him just sort of like sensing what's ahead.
Yes.
Hi, little buddy.
I take great pride and comfort in the fact that our vets will say, oh, Cosmo's the healthiest 9-year-old leopard gecko, 10-year-old leopard gecko, hopefully many-year-old leopard gecko that I've ever seen.
So do you have like a pretty personal relationship with certain vets?
We do. I grew up 3 blocks from Chicago Exotics Animal Hospital in Skokie and started bringing critters to Dr. Horton 20 years ago when I was in high school. And I just looked up to the vets so much as a young person. Now, somehow, we're all the same age and I get to be friends with them. It's so cool. We rescued 83 animals last year.
That's amazing.
It shouldn't have to be like that, but it is.
Yeah.
And the good news is if we work hard and we give them what they need and the best care and the best nutrition and the best love and the best friendship if they want to be friends with us, then we get these healthy animals.
I feel so lucky that I get to meet all these animals today.
You can come back anytime because this is all a part of our mission to rescue, rehabilitate, rehome, and educate. That's the mission of CLEAR. So there's no one else like us in Chicago. We are the only state licensed exotic animal rescue in the city, and we're a nonprofit, so 100% of the donations that people make go to the critters. Sometimes just a little bit of effort can make an enormous difference in a small critter's life.